I think that the women's movement and the involvement of women in public discourse garners a negative reaction and a visceral reaction from chauvinistic men in general. And in the Sudanese society, that is quite apparent because women who enter the public sphere or discuss policy or governance, human rights, anything that is traditionally been viewed as a domain for men, are always criticized in a very derogatory, misogynistic way that is basically bullying. A woman's point of view is never discussed. It's never articulated. Men in the comments always resort to sexual innuendo, to defamation, and this defamation is always based on their physical appearance, their be it their age, their attributes, their phenotype, their weight in some cases. And we see this clearly. If you see a woman gaining some traction about opinions, her what she says, what she stands for, we always have to resort to the way she's dressed, uh, what she looks like, what ethnic group she's from. So it's never really discussed what women think about, because in the Sudanese mentality, women should not exist in the public sphere. They don't have the right to have opinions. They don't have the right to speak about wars or the horrors of war that is generally fought over the bodies of women. The outcome of this kind of hate speech, it cartels the women's public space and their ability to participate freely in public discourse. The result of this are very clear and they have everyday consequences. The purpose is to stop women in general from participating in the public unless they fit the standard of this general domain. You have to be dressed a certain way. You have to speak from the point of view of what we think women should speak about. And that is a very narrow-minded and narrow space that's available for women in Sudan in general. And this results in a cabinet that is all men, a parliament that's now being put together, but also just overwhelmingly a lot of men, and a lot of old men at that, who decide for a very young nation where women outpopulate men, and men just think they have the right to tell women what to look like, how to dress, what to speak about. And that just, it cartels the women's experience. It kills the spirit of participation, of autonomy, of decision making, and it relegates women to the kitchen, basically. Being a woman in Sudan is a very difficult experience. The Sudanese society is very harsh on women and much harsher on young women. And I think this discourse and the public sphere being shrunken day after day, and the effects of this war on women's ability to participate in public life has even shrunken even more after this war. It's a terrible thing to see.